What engine oil are you using in your Kia right now? Because some of the most common oil habits that seem completely safe can actually cause long-term damage. Today, we're breaking down a serious warning every Kia owner needs to hear. Number 7, engine oil additives. A lot of Kia owners don't think twice before adding something extra to their engine oil. After all, modern additives promise smoother performance, better protection, and longer engine life. And when your engine is one of your biggest investments, doing a little extra feels like the responsible thing to do. But if these additives are designed to improve your engine, why does Kia specifically warn owners to never add anything to their engine oil? And what exactly goes wrong inside the engine when you do? The reality is that modern engine oil is a carefully engineered chemical system. It already contains detergents, dispersants, anti-wear agents, and stabilizers, all balanced to work together under very specific conditions. When you introduce an aftermarket additive, you're not boosting the oil, you're literally disrupting that balance. These chemicals can clash with the existing formulation, reducing effectiveness or even canceling out protective properties altogether. In many cases, this imbalance leads to the formation of sludge and insoluble deposits. These contaminants don't just sit harmlessly, they begin to clog narrow oil passages and restrict proper lubrication. And this becomes even more critical in Kia engines, especially those with gasoline direct injection systems. These engines rely on clean, fast-flowing oil to manage heat and prevent carbon buildup. Additives can accelerate deposits and worsen internal contamination over time. So always use high-quality engine oil and change it on time. And while most additives create chemical problems, some go even further by physically changing how your oil flows, which creates an entirely different kind of risk inside the engine. Number 6, thickening additives. Some Kia owners notice small issues over time, maybe a slight oil consumption, a faint ticking noise, or a minor leak, and instead of addressing the root cause, they reach for thickening additives. These products are often marketed as oil stabilizers or stop leak solutions, promising to reinforce the oil and protect worn components. On the surface, it sounds logical. Thicker oil should mean better protection, right? But even if thicker oil sounds safer, can these additives actually create oil pressure issues and internal damage over time? The problem starts with viscosity itself. When you add a thickening agent, you're pushing that oil far beyond its intended flow characteristics. Instead of moving freely, it becomes slower and heavier, especially during cold starts, when proper lubrication is most critical. In engines like Kia's Theta 2 GDI, this creates a serious issue. The oil struggles to reach high-pressure areas, such as bearings and camshafts, leading to delayed lubrication and increased metal contact. This directly affects systems like variable valve timing. These systems depend on precise oil pressure to adjust timing accurately. When the flow becomes inconsistent, it can lead to rough operation, increased wear, and long-term reliability issues. And importantly, these additives don't solve the original problem. They only mask symptoms temporarily, while internal stress continues to build inside the engine. Because the next category doesn't just change how oil flows, it promises to make your engine stronger, faster, more efficient. And that's where things get even more misleading. Number 5, performance boosters myth. Do you use performance boosters or plug-in devices for your Kia, thinking they're giving you more power or better mileage? If you are, then this is something you need to stop right now, because most of these so-called performance boosters don't improve your engine. They just create the illusion that something has changed. Modern Kia engines, especially turbocharged SmartStream engines, are already factory tuned for efficiency, performance, and reliability. The throttle response, fuel delivery, and timing are all carefully calibrated through the ECU. That means there is no hidden power waiting to be unlocked by a small external device. Now, if these products don't actually improve performance in any meaningful way, why do so many drivers believe in them? It's all about how these products are marketed. Most performance boosters rely on exaggerated claims like instant horsepower gains, better fuel economy, or unlocking engine potential that manufacturers supposedly limit. In reality, achieving real performance gains requires precise tuning, often through ECU remapping or advanced piggyback systems designed for specific engines. Generic plug-in devices simply cannot deliver that level of control. Many of these cheaper products work as placebo devices. They may light up, connect, or appear active, but they don't meaningfully change how the engine operates. What they do change is perception. On top of that, using unauthorized tuning devices can create complications with warranty coverage. Kia systems are designed to detect irregular changes in performance data, and modifications can be flagged during diagnostics. So while the idea of a quick performance upgrade sounds convenient, the reality is that most of these products either do nothing or introduce unnecessary risk without delivering real value. But sometimes drivers unknowingly create problems in a much simpler way, just by choosing the wrong type of engine oil for their Kia. Number 4, using the wrong oil viscosity. Every Kia engine is designed with a very specific oil viscosity in mind, usually something like 0W20 or 5W20, depending on the engine. That number isn't just a suggestion. It directly affects how quickly the oil moves, how well it protects under heat, and how stable the engine remains under load. But in real-world situations, many drivers end up using a different grade. Sometimes it's because a thicker oil feels safer, and other times it's simply what was available during an oil change. Now, how does using the wrong oil quietly change the way your engine behaves over time? It depends on how far the viscosity drifts from what the engine was designed for. When the oil is too thin, it struggles to maintain a stable protective film under high temperatures. This means critical components like bearings and camshafts experience increased friction, leading to gradual wear that builds up over time. It also affects hydraulic systems. These systems rely on consistent oil pressure to function properly. If the oil is too thin, pressure drops, and the system becomes less stable, resulting in rough operation, noise, and reduced efficiency. On the other hand, oil that's too thick creates a different kind of stress. During cold starts, thicker oil takes longer to circulate. This delay means engine parts operate briefly without proper lubrication, increasing wear during one of the most sensitive phases of engine operation. In turbocharged Kia engines, this becomes even more critical. Turbo components rely on fast-moving, properly weighted oil for both cooling and lubrication. That's why incorrect viscosity can reduce responsiveness and increase long-term wear. And unlike sudden failures, these effects build slowly. The engine continues to run, but internally, the stress keeps accumulating with every drive. But even that isn't the most overlooked mistake, because there's another one that introduces another layer of inconsistency. But before we move on, if this video is helping you understand your Kia better, like and subscribe so you don't miss the next mistakes that could cost you even more. Number 3, mixing different engine oils. Are you someone who tops up your engine by mixing whatever oil is available, thinking it doesn't really matter as long as the level is fine? In an emergency, adding a different oil is better than running the engine dry. But turning that into a regular habit is where problems begin. Modern engine oils are designed as complete systems. Each brand uses its own combination of detergents, dispersants, and anti-wear additives. When you mix different oils together, those systems don't always work in harmony. Instead of improving protection, the additives can interfere with each other. In some cases, this reduces their effectiveness. In others, it can lead to the formation of deposits or sludge that slowly affects engine performance. And mixing a lighter oil with a thicker oil creates a blend with unpredictable flow characteristics. That means the engine is no longer receiving oil in the way it was designed to. So if mixing ever happens due to necessity, the safest step is to treat it as temporary and follow up with a proper oil and filter change as soon as possible. But even when the oil isn't mixed, another common mistake quietly affects engine protection. Number 2, cheap, low-quality engine oil. Not every bad decision with engine oil comes from misunderstanding. Sometimes it comes from trying to save money. When you see a significantly cheaper oil sitting next to a well-known full synthetic, it's easy to assume they'll do the same job. After all, if the label shows the right viscosity, it feels like a reasonable shortcut, especially if you're keeping up with regular oil changes. However, when both oils seem to meet basic requirements on the surface, what actually separates a reliable engine oil from one that slowly creates problems inside your Kia? The difference shows up over time, not immediately. High-quality engine oils are designed to remain stable under heat, pressure, and long operating cycles. Lower quality oils tend to break down much faster under those same conditions. As they degrade, they lose their ability to properly lubricate and protect. This leads to increased friction between moving parts, which gradually accelerates wear inside the engine. Lower quality oils are more prone to forming sludge and deposits as they break down. They may also struggle to handle heat effectively in turbocharged systems, where oil plays a major role in cooling and protecting internal components. That's why it's generally safer to use a full synthetic oil, even if the upfront cost is slightly higher. And even when using a good quality oil, one detail still matters more than most drivers realize: the exact specifications recommended by the manufacturer. Number 1. Ignoring manufacturer oil standards. When was the last time you actually checked what oil your Kia manufacturer recommends, instead of just relying on what felt convenient at the moment? Every Kia engine is built with very specific oil requirements, not just in viscosity, but also in performance standards like API and ILSAC ratings. These are not general suggestions. They are part of how the engine is designed to function properly over time. When those standards are ignored, even slightly, the oil may still work, but not in the way the engine expects. That difference affects how well the oil handles heat, pressure, and internal wear. Modern Kia engines depend on stable oil behavior for cooling, lubrication, and precise hydraulic control. Using oil that doesn't meet the required specifications or delaying oil changes beyond recommended intervals gradually increases stress inside the engine. It can also affect warranty coverage. If engine damage is traced back to oil that didn't meet Kia's specified standards, repairs may not be covered. So while many shortcuts seem harmless at the moment, this is one area where small deviations can lead to long-term consequences. So always stick to the basics that actually work. Use an oil that matches Kia's recommended viscosity and meets current API and ILSAC standards. Also, follow the service intervals based on how you actually drive, especially in heavy traffic or short trips. In the end, most engine problems don't come from one big mistake. They build from small decisions over time. Just avoid the shortcuts, follow the specifications, and your engine will reward you with reliability that lasts. So which of these mistakes surprised you the most? And more importantly, are you completely confident about the oil you're using in your Kia right now? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you like simple stuff like this that actually helps you take better care of your car, go ahead and subscribe. You might want to check out the other videos on your screen. See you in the next one.